At Direct Service Overhead, we know how much trust you put in the individuals who have the privilege of working on the components of your home. We understand that a broken garage door is the last thing you want to be worried about, and most of the time, doors break at the most inconvenient times. Our professionally trained technicians service 24 hours a day, and our high-cycle parts are guaranteed to make a noticeable impact on your garage door without putting a damper on your wallet. If you're looking for need of assistance maintaining your current garage door, our team has the experience and expertise to deliver the results you deserve. Give Direct Service Overhead a call today or visit us online to learn more.
And down goes the streak, but the Hogs find a way in the second half to get the dub tonight. Let's do this. 3, 2, 1. Yo, what's going on, Arkansas Razorback fans, SEC fans everywhere? Welcome to the one and only Pig Trail Network YouTube channel. I'm Ty Hudson. Hope you guys have been good since the last time we talked. We lot of wins lately. Lot of positivity going on in Fayetteville. A lot of good stuff going down lately, and that's good. That's good. A win tonight, good. Recruiting, you end up picking a 3-star defensive end in James. We called that. I've been telling you all for like a week, probably longer than that actually. He's gonna be a Hog. Feel pretty good about him. So we're gonna discuss all that in the morning. Tomorrow morning, tonight we're gonna discuss this ugly, kind of bittersweet win tonight. I don't know what it's like. Mixed emotions tonight is what this one is. Yeah. Oh, that's my Ram jersey. I'm not taking it down because I put it there and I forgot to put it on in the first quarter and the Rams were winning, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna leave it there. So I'm not going to take it down. But I'm definitely not superstitious at all whatsoever. Yeah, so do me a favor, like the video, share the content, subscribe if you guys haven't already. Share, like. I know we can do better than 8 likes. I know we can do better than that. I mean, Come on. Dragon Slayer says I like the shirt in Discord. Yeah. Yeah. You like that? I had it done at the mall. I've got a Cricut, so I could do my own now, but I just haven't utilized that bad boy yet. So shout out to Direct Service Overhead, our sponsor of the PTN. They will, hey, you got a garage door somewhere in Arkansas, by God, they're going to come help you out if you need it. If you need the help, if it's on the fritz, you need to replace it, whatever, Direct Service Overhead, the garage door company, will help you out. So give those guys a phone call. Hit them up if you need some work done. Their link is provided for you down below in the description box, and of course they're on our Discord page as well. The link is provided for you there. So the streak ends, dating all the way back to 1989. I was 6. I was 6 years old. That is insane. For some reason I hadn't even thought about the year. I thought it was like. For some reason I was thinking it was like early, maybe 93, 94, somewhere in there is when it started. I did not realize this thing went all the way back to 1989. I believe that's what the announcer said. That is insane, man. That's crazy. So I know we had people in Discord that really wanted this thing. They really wanted the streak. Look, man, if you had to ask me, what do you want, the win or the streak? And we have someone in chat saying, or in Discord saying, you're not a fan of basketball if you don't want the streak or if you want the win over the streak. I'm sorry. I think that goes both ways there, sir. I wanted the win. Okay, I don't know. I hope King Flameshot was kidding around, but no, I love the streak. It's great. I think you're the third longest streak in college basketball. I think's what I saw, if I'm not mistaken. But no, I wanted the win. I'm sorry, I want the win. You need wins because with that atrocious start in conference play, to turn around and lose a game tonight, and Bud Walton after that 2-game impressive. Those 2 back-to-back impressive games that you had against Mizzou and LSU, all of a sudden that goes out the window, right? Like now we're sitting here talking about, well, at least we got the streak. Or it could have been worse. Hell, you could have gotten neither, right? And they're still going on about the streak in Discord. I get it. It sucks, but I would take the win any day. I did think there in the final 2.5 minutes when the game was clearly Arkansas's, I was a little surprised they didn't try and take some shots. I was a little shocked that they didn't try at least 1 or 2, with South Carolina, if you watch the way they played almost all night, they were chasing Arkansas off the perimeter. That was some of the most in-your-face physical perimeter defense I've seen, which is surprising. Considering how poorly Arkansas shoots outside, they're one of the worst in the SEC. Probably, I haven't looked in a while, but I think they're one of the worst in the country. They're bad. They're atrocious outside. It is a problem. It's a big problem. I mean, it really is. Their perimeter defense is still not good, although I think they're every once in a while we'll see them take, the right step in the right direction. Defending outside, and then they'll give up 2 or 3 open looks in 5 possessions. It's just kind of more of the same. They're very spotty in their perimeter defense, but overall really bad. I mean, they had talking about South Carolina, they had at least, 4 open looks tonight. You're going to give up some, right? Whether it's in transition or whatever. Sometimes a fast break, not everyone's back playing defense, or you just get screened out of the play. That happens, and someone, they do the step back thing. They do the step back 3, which JD Note loves to do. It happens. You're going to give those up, but I mean it's like every game. So perimeter play overall is just bad for Arkansas. It's really, really bad. I'm not telling you anything you don't already know. I still don't have them in the tournament. I realize they're getting a bit of a boost with Ken Pom and all these, the net rankings, I think, but I'm not there yet. Too inconsistent. That first half tonight, look, if you're familiar with Frank Martin, this guy has been a problem. He's been a thorn in the side of Eric Musselman. I mean, last time he was in Bud Walton, he beat the Razorbacks. Last time he was there, he beat the Hogs, which was at the time considered a bit of not an upset because it's not like Arkansas was great. I think that was when was that? What year was that? 2019. I don't remember. It was Muss's first year, I think. Yeah. Last time they were in Bud. And Arkansas was considered the better team, and they walked in there and they got the dub. It was a bit surprising Frank Martin is just their teams could be really bad in terms of win-loss record, right? But they're good enough that they'll always find an upset or 2 or 3 on the year. So Martin, look, I still think they have a shot at the tournament. I would say Arkansas right now has a little bit better shot of making the tournament than South Carolina, but we'll see. We'll see. Let me check up on chat here. I was 12 years old in 1989. Well, you're older than I was. I was 6. Already knew that Wingo committed to LSU. Not shocking. Caleb James, he did commit. Ty don't want to come on because the streak is dead. Lafayette, come on, we won the game. What? Why would I go live? If I didn't want to... What do you mean? What streak? What's going on, Will Lennox? How you doing, man? 3-game SEC streak. What matters to you more, right? The 3-game current SEC win streak when you consider the circumstances, or a long-standing 3-point streak? I mean, I get it. That streak is it's almost ceremonial. I mean, we've been keeping track of it before. I mean, it predates social media era. And I'm not talking about I'm not saying that of course, right? I mean, that's a pretty good 1989. I'll say this. I can remember that being a thing and people talking about it, like the water cooler conversation at different places I've worked at, Sam's Club in Springdale. I can remember that was a topic of conversation. Like, wow, we've still hit, years when they were bad, they've still got this incredible 3-point streak. I get it, but I want the win. Call me crazy. I don't know. You're going to have to counsel some of these Hog fans tonight. I'm telling you, I got to talk people off the ledge over a shooting streak. What's up, Thomas Nunley? How you doing, man? StubbsCupSeries.com says, remember a few weeks ago when our pessimistic friend said Jalen Williams wasn't elite? He's proven them wrong. Who are you talking about? You talking about Country Boy there? Are you talking about Country Boy? Tell me who you're talking about. What's your idea for your idea for defensive line additions for football since Player and Wingo went elsewhere? Well, again, we're going to talk about that tomorrow morning. I'm not going to get into that right now. We're going to try and keep it as much basketball as we can. And I know people are still hitting me up about baseball, and I'm like, I'm doing my notes. All right, let me just start there. I wouldn't be born until another 16 years. Oh my Lord. Past your bedtime, Ghoul. I've never heard anyone discuss a streak shooting threes till tonight. No, then you didn't listen to sports radio in Arkansas back in the 90s and 2000s. I remember that being something that Chuck Barrett and Dudley Dawson, those guys, talked about. Well, no one can beat the 2-point streak. There you go. Only every school has that streak, right? Drop Ty like. Yeah, do me a favor, hit the like button. Jenna Mays says baseball, and Country Boy says no. So who are you talking about? Can't remember name. Okay, streaks are fun. They are something to be proud of and enjoy, but they are a bonus. Yeah. Again, at this moment, with how poorly Arkansas started off in conference play, I mean, hell, you don't have a big win under your belt until you went to LSU, right? So you kind of got things started off in a good way with a win against Mizzou, who maybe they're getting things turned around. I certainly hope not. I don't want to split the series with them. I want to beat their ass. I want to beat them again. Streak as old as I am, and I straight up would rather win. Thank you, John. John in here, the reason he's like the reasonable one in chat, and I dig it. Thank you, John Hawes. The only streak that mattered was the Undertaker's undefeated streak at WrestleMania, and even. What about Goldberg's streak, man? God, what a time. What a time for wrestling. You had the NWO and Hulk turning heel and Eric Bischoff going toe-to-toe with the WWF and Goldberg and his streak and My man Diamond Dallas, I was a big Diamond Dallas Page fan. Yeah, I loved his move that was basically the stunner, right? Or am I crazy? Look, I'm a novice wrestling fan, but yeah, what a time, huh? Late 90s, mid-late 90s, golly. I'll streak for the rest of y'all if you want. Dude, Goldberg 100-0. What was his streak total? The only streaks. Oh, Lord. I allowed that one to go through. You guys talking about streaks in your underwear. Wins are what matter. Yeah, I agree. Wins matter. Streaks are nice, but wins matter more. So, yeah, tonight, pretty ugly first half for Arkansas. I mean, it was just brutal, but like I was telling people in Discord, like, chill. They're a second half team. They have been most of the year. And they ended up, I mean, they started off the second half. What was it, like a 20-1 run or something? It's kind of crazy. So look at ESPN. They got the minutes updated and everything. I like it. People are sending me like, Ty, go here for your stats. I like ESPN's because it's just right there. It's real simple. Bing, bang, boom, right? I pull up all the other stat places, but I like ESPN's because it's just laid out, even though sometimes they're a little inaccurate. Let's talk about what South Carolina did really quick. Arkansas, of course. I mean, South Carolina, 30% tonight. You're fine with that. You're fine with that. Reese was hot for them. He would end up at 3 of 7 outside shooting for them, but he was 50% at the free throw line. They were awful at the free throw line. They foul a lot. That's something that kind of stood out. I watched them a little bit earlier in the year. I noticed they had a change at point guard with Carter, and he ended up being quite the baller. Carter is going to be good for them. Maybe South Carolina gets this thing figured out, and they've got this young freshman. They got a couple other guys. They got a couple sizable. They've got some size they could run with underneath. They were a problem. Arkansas still got 75, which is great. What was my prediction? Ooh, by the way, we did do a prediction. What was mine? Who got the closest here? I said 79-69. Oh, I was off. I was off by a little bit there. Was anybody close? Austin has 81-72. King Flameshot 78-72. Mike at 81-67. Turkey, who's changed his name now to owner of King Flameshot, 72-79. Gamecocks. Pie in your face. Crazy Hog, 93-89. I didn't think this game would get I didn't think it would get anywhere near. I'll be honest. When I made my prediction, I thought I might be high. I thought 79 might be high. My first guess in my head was like 67-60 or something, They're a good physical defensive team. Yudwa had the Hogs 92-65 in a blowout. Julian had the Gamecocks backwards here. He's got the Hogs 73-56. Who else picked the Gamecocks? I'm going to call you out. We have anyone else pick the? Okay. No, just one guy? Just one? Turkey? Pie in your face, sir. Pie in your face. Do we have a spammer? Let me see. Okay, yeah, we do. Let me get him. There we go. We got the spammer. Got him. Thanks for the heads up, Haas. Appreciate that. I got it. I had my Discord. I was looking at my Discord numbers here. The score predictions. So yeah, they South Carolina scrappy. Arkansas horrible. 0 for 7 at 3 at the 3-point line in the first half. I think it was 0 for 7 or 0 for 8. Regardless, you finish 0 for 11. The difference in this game, without a doubt, free throw line, 27-33 there for the Razorbacks. Again, compare that to South Carolina at 50%. Their leading scorer, freshman. I mean, this dude, Carter, again, I was pretty impressed, man. 6 rebounds, 2 steals. He had a block, but he turned the ball over quite a bit. I actually thought he had more than 6. I thought I counted about 7 or 8, but they got him at 6. 18 total turnovers for South Carolina, right? So they shot 33.9, just about 34%. From the field goal. They shot 7 of 23 at 3-point range, so 30% there. And then, again, 50% at the free throw line. That's terrible. In games like this, I mean, it changes a lot when you can knock down, let's say they get 75 on the road. You get about 75, 76, 77%. But they've struggled. They've struggled on both ends, for South Carolina, especially getting into foul trouble. They do have some. They're not a ton of talent for South Carolina, but they've got some okay depth. They've got a pretty decent. They feel pretty comfortable going with about an 8-9 man rotation. Arkansas, on the other hand, J-Dub tonight was absolutely huge. Really, really wanted him to get another double-double tonight, but he still had a great night, man. Look at J-Dub go. Not only he has only 2 assists. Okay, that is surprising. Again, had I not pulled up the stat sheet, I would have guessed 4 or 5, but he ends up with 2, which still isn't bad when you consider his size and his position. Again, 9 rebounds, a steal, and I also thought he had a block, but they didn't give him credit for it. 19 points. He did get into some foul trouble. He ended up with 4. They benched him for a little bit in the first half, and you could just see this team does not function the same on both ends of the floor when he's not out there. And I mean, everyone's, a lot of the good teams, even the good teams, have that one guy inside that they rely on, and when he's not on the floor can have an impact. But it's a little scary how big of an impact he actually had, not being out there on the floor. It's a little concerning that when he's not on the floor, is this the expectation here? 19 points, I think that's a season high again. 3 offensive rebounds for him, 2 assists, 9 rebounds total, blah, blah, blah. Wade got some he got a lot of minutes. I don't know about production. He also had a couple turnovers, only 4 rebounds tonight, but Wade did end up getting 3 offensive rebounds. We didn't see Kamani Johnson tonight. I'm starting to wonder, is he going to miss a little bit more time than we thought? I think tonight would have been a game where Kamani could have stood out. And I think one of the biggest differences for Arkansas has been their defensive play. And I thought at the beginning it was all about Kamani and it was Wade playing physical. It was J-Dub doing what he's done all year. Note driving the lane, that sort of stuff. But then defensively, J.D. Note, who's a really good defender. J-Dub, really good defender. Devo could be a really good defender. But then you have Wade and Kamani Johnson, who could play physical underneath. They're not afraid to get a little dirty, get a little rough down low, do what they got to do to crash the boards, rack up some offensive rebounds, get some second chance shots. And we didn't see Kamani. And we saw Tony tonight. Both Tony and Wade logged hella minutes tonight. 31 minutes for Wade, 33 for Tony. Amude had 30 tonight. J.D. Note. The only guy that came off 2 players got double-digit minutes off the bench. Devo with 32, not surprising. Likes with 12 minutes. That's 12 minutes too many. Likes is killing me. Likes is absolutely killing me. I don't want to go. I try not to be too hard on guys, right? I try to not. But this dude flat out murders their offense, any offensive rhythm that they try to gain. He's I don't know, man. It's so frustrating. Now, he only had 1 turnover. But it's his, it's this just, I respect it, but it's his fearlessness to want to drive and try to do something and taking ugly shots, contested shots. When he doesn't move the ball, it completely changes the dynamic in a negative way. It is eyeball, and I think he's really the only one left that's still doing this consistently. Now, I think, was it LSU where he actually racked up 2-3 assists, or maybe it was Mizzou, where he had a game or two where, okay, we're starting to see him get out of that funk. He's actually trying to get a little ball movement going. We're actually trying to get 3 guys to touch the ball instead of dribble, shoot, or pass, drive the lane, whatever. But likes tonight, major wrench in them and what they're trying to do offensively. So I wouldn't have. I don't know. I don't even like that he got 12 minutes tonight. I just thought he didn't have it. He did draw. He drawed at least a foul. He goes 100% at the free throw line, 2 for 2 there. But yeah, he just continues to drive me crazy. Devo didn't turn the ball over as much. Only 1 turnover tonight. The bench, when you consider, I mean, they pulled up quite a few minutes between Devo and Likes. The bench only got about 9 points of production. Not a lot of anything great. Devo with 7 points, 5 rebounds. He actually had an offensive rebound tonight. It was an okay night for the bench, mostly because of Devo. We did see J-Rob tonight. We didn't see him against We didn't see him at all against LSU, I don't believe. We saw Connor for a couple of minutes, and he was yanked. I don't know what's going on with J-Rob. I don't know if it's just other, the rotation that Muss has that he wants to work with. Maybe he had a bad week of practice. Maybe he's a little dinged up and he's not going 100%. I don't know. I mean, he only logged 4 minutes tonight. He didn't do anything outside of a rebound. He did absolutely nothing in the 4 minutes. And again, Connor with 2. J-Dub is definitely your MVP tonight. JD Note came on. He quietly had 17 points. Amude had 12. Odis Tony had 13. That was actually surprising. I thought I counted like 8. But he had a pretty good game. He almost had a double-double himself. 8 rebounds, 3 steals tonight for Tony, along with 13 points. But J-Dub gets that MVP of the night for me. I don't know about you guys, but I liked it. Play KK instead of likes. You know what? I would say play more at this point over likes. Likes is killing me. He's driving me insane. I cannot figure out what he does some nights. It's so irritating. Great stuff. God bless. Thank you, Cody. I appreciate that, man. Likes tries to drive into the lane into 2 to 3 guys. Into 2 to 3 guys a foot taller than him, and he does that, Kate, because, and I hear you. He's fearless. He thinks he can make those shots. I'm okay with those if you're drawing attention, and then it's just a setup to get the ball around underneath or something. And he's trying to draw some contact fouls, and that's something he is good at doing. It is a part of his game, and I'm not going to hate on him for that. But it's just frustrating because he's so reckless with the ball. When he starts to play that way, if you guys notice, it seems like other players follow. JD Note will start to try to do the same thing. I don't know if they see the tempo and it's like, well, we got to keep up at that pace. We got to do that. And it's just like he throws a major wrench in what they're trying to do on the floor. Play KK or Chance more. I'm telling you, man. I just don't know. Like after tonight, next game, I don't know that I'd give him 6 minutes. But then I say that. But then watch him go out and put up ridiculous numbers, have 20 points and draw contact fouls. And, it just drives you nuts. So Arkansas will improve now. They're 500 in conference play. That's a first this season. Only 2.5 games out in the SEC. It puts them at 13-5 overall. They've got Texas A&M. I've seen people call them overrated. Watching them play, they're a matchup problem for Arkansas. The good news is you have them in Fayetteville on the 22nd on Saturday. What time is that? Oh, it's 7:30 tip-off, of course. I like those mid-afternoon games, man, but beggars can't be choosers. 7:30 p.m. on Saturday, SEC Network. And then you're on the road against Ole Miss, then you got to play West Virginia. You could find yourself into a 5-game streak and get things turned around here, right? Maybe you'll start to feel a little bit better about your odds of making the tournament. Still not there. I'm still not there, and I think tonight, going back to the A&M, the first time you played A&M, not a very pretty game. Going back to the loss against Vanderbilt, going back to the loss on the road against Mississippi State, the loss to Hofstra, and the neutral site loss to I should say it was actually in Arkansas's favor, but that blowout loss to Oklahoma. I'm still not there. I'm not there. I don't have them back in the tournament. Do I think they're capable of continuing this? Yes. I've been saying it all year. They have the talent to do what they did against Missouri and the talent to do what they did against LSU and the talent of what we saw for bits and pieces of the second half, especially those first 6 minutes or so. They have the talent. They can go toe to toe with anybody, but it's when their flow on offense, like what we saw at moments tonight, that's when things just get dicey. You go on these, you score 2 points in 3 minutes. Like we see that too often. Or you go 4 minutes without knocking down any points. It's too often. It's too common. The 2+ minutes of scoring droughts are too common for this team. Again, not a lot of flow, not a lot of rhythm. They played ugly tonight, and they still found a way to win. Hell, they found a way to win without knocking down a 3. I am impressed with that. And I'm impressed with the way they bounce back in the second half, right? But they've. I'm going to see this more consistently. What we saw in that beginning part of the second half. Have to take it a game at a time. Well, Right, which is exactly what I'm doing, which is why I'm right now I don't have them in the tournament. Baylor had pulled ahead with a couple of minutes. Why do they play sloppy? Why do they play sloppy ball, careless passing, and they hesitate too much all game? They do that a lot. It's kind of I don't know. I don't understand it. You know, it's why we talk about spurt ability. I would prefer consistency over spurt ability. You don't mind spurt ability when you're doing it in the final 6 minutes or the way you played against LSU. You don't mind that spurt ability, right? Where you have a 3 or 4 minutes of just a scoring escapade and you're doing your thing and you're knocking down buckets and you're getting to the free throw line and you don't mind that kind of spurt ability, but I would rather consistency than spurt ability. It is nice to have that, and tonight we saw that for sure. Muss was tone deaf at the end on getting a 3. I haven't. I'm assuming you're talking about the post game, so I'll probably listen to that tomorrow morning. Great game tonight. Let's keep winning. It was a good game. I mean, a win's a win. Wasn't a pretty win, I don't think, but you did. I mean, you ultimately took control of the game, which was what mattered. Arkansas is going to the big dance, Ty. Come on, bro. The SEC. I mean, I need to see more of what we saw against Mizzou and LSU before I'm putting them back in the tournament. Right now, I just don't have them there. Baylor beat West Virginia 77-68. Latavius Brini, yeah, I saw that. He was on campus. That was huge. They will be open for a 3. They will be open for a 3, then hesitate and go inside. Well, we saw that J-Dub's done that all year. J-Dub passed up. He took one shot tonight. And I'm all for it. I want him to try 1 or 2 a game. I do, because it just adds another element to his game if he could start knocking down some threes. He's got a decent shot outside. We haven't seen it this year. I think he's hit 1 3 all year. But last year we saw it. We saw him do it multiple times. The same with Connor. You know, it kind of adds another element. It builds him up. And something that defenses have to kind of be a little bit concerned about. But they're not this year because he's shot like crap outside. That's called getting the high percentage shot. Back to 3-3. Got to keep it up. Right? Yeah. Thanks for the Discord and live tag. Oh, hey, Kate. Thanks for being here. Again, hit the like button if you guys would. Remember to subscribe if you guys haven't already. I am Ty Hudson. This is the Pig Trail Network. I am live typically Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 11 o'clock. I took Monday off because, well, I hung out with the kiddos, and the weekend was absolutely crazy. You don't want to burn yourself out, but I'm back at it tonight and tomorrow morning, again, 11 o'clock if you guys want to be there. I think Connor needs to shoot a couple threes. I mean, he did last year. In fact, when he went on that however many games in a row where he was either getting double-doubles or knocking down, shots outside, when he was doing that, all of a sudden Arkansas started to turn things around. Not that he was the sole reason. Don't get me wrong. Finding Devo, Justin Smith, figuring out his role, all that stuff matters, right? Tate, getting all those guys in rhythm at that point mattered, but Connor helped things out, right? Knocking down threes, getting 15, 18 minutes a game, getting quality minutes on the floor. We're not seeing that out of him. Connor is not getting – in fact, since SEC play has started, I'm not sure he's even had a double-digit game yet in terms of minutes. I don't believe. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. We don't have a good point guard. No, they don't. You're not wrong about that, King. They don't have a point guard. But I will say that they've managed to do pretty well these last 3 games, even while struggling with the one position, right? Shahid Mustafa, what's up, man? Coach Smart said it's a confidence thing with Jay Will. He hits them in practice all the time. I'm telling you, man, that dude, he's got a nice, what do they call that? The gooseneck, right? That stroke. He's got it, just like Connor does. And then these guys just go ice cold outside. Again, today was just awful. Outside shooting. It was just terrible. I mean, yeah, duh, right? You didn't knock down a single 3. But, again, it's not like it was all because Arkansas was missing. South Carolina was chasing them off out at the perimeter. So pretty impressed with South Carolina. I mean, honestly, they made this thing a game when people thought this might be a complete blowout. Aaron Level says, ugly or not, threes or not, when this team plays together, they're tough to beat. Right? Yep, I agree. Been saying that for a while. They are absolutely capable of. They can go toe to toe with anybody. They're also capable of what happened against Oklahoma, getting absolutely shellacked. JD hits threes last season, and now they're ice cold. Yeah, him and Connor. I don't know what Connor's. How many threes has Connor knocked down this year? Then again, he's not getting those kind of minutes that you would like to see him get. I think this. I know this is about next year, but if we land Anthony Black, I heard he could play point. Oh man, if you get Anthony Black. I have not touched base on that situation. Last I heard, it didn't sound like Arkansas had much of a shot, but it seems like it's back and forth on him. Who knew that that our turnaround catalyst was going to be beating the brakes off of Missouri? Don't you love it, though? Oh, man. A three streak is nice as it is to have. Isn't as important as a win, so no biggie, says Aiden Bowen. I agree 115%. Sad to see it go all the way back to 1989. I hate to see it go, but I'm going to take the dub. And now you've got a 3-game win streak in SEC play. Now you're back to 500 in SEC play. I would like to see Connor get 0 minutes, says David Lawrence. You know, if he didn't have that run of games last year where he was just, you know, getting 2 or 3 blocks a game, getting 8 or 9 rebounds, getting 9, 10 points. I mean, he had a streak there. I don't know how many games in a row. You'd have to look back. But he was a big piece last year. Right in the middle of the season when they got things turned around at the halfway point in conference play. And he was a big part of that. If it wasn't for that, if it was more of like what we're seeing now, I would say, you know what? Yeah, he's nice to have to get maybe a few minutes a game at most. But I would love to see him get back to that. And if he did, oh my. If J-Dub does what he, most nights, let's say if he gets consistent at knocking down, if he's getting 19 points. Guys, he went 90% at the free throw line tonight. He went 9 of 10 with 9 rebounds, 2 assists, a steal, and 19 points while being in foul trouble for most of the second half. That is incredible. He is such a huge piece of this team. It would just be nice to have another long body come in and get some quality minutes. And Connor, although he can alter shots and everything, he's just not got it this year. Arkansas, their turnover to assist ratio, again, not what you want. 8 assists, 11 turnovers. Not as many turnovers as we've seen, but like Muss says, you want to keep those around 8 or under 11. Not pretty. Arkansas shoots almost 41% field goal tonight, 0 for 11 at 3-point, and 82% at the free throw line, 27 of 33. Well, 81.8 if you want to get technical. All right. Softball preseason number 8. Yeah, did you see D1 baseball put Arkansas number 2 in the country? Thank God they didn't put them at number 1. Texas got the number 1. It's been a rough year for Connor. It has. I'm just saying I would love to see him start to get some quality minutes, whether it's 8, 9, 10, 12, whatever. I'd like to see him come out and have some kind of impact on the game, whether it's rebounds, getting defensive rebounds, second chance shots. Of course, that's offensive rebounds have never really been his strength. Getting blocks, finding a way to get 8, 9 points a game, just getting some quality minutes. I would love to see that because I'm telling you, it kind of changes how you have to deal with Arkansas when you've got a 7'3" big man. Well, it feels weird calling him a big man, but a 7'3" center or 5-piece when he's actually effective. And he's just not been that, and it's unfortunate. I liked how Connor came in at LSU for a short spell. Yeah. It seems like Connor's just forcing it. He needs to get comfortable. I mean, have you seen his play around the rim? Dude, it is so bad. He's just lost at the rim. And it's unfortunate. It's just unfortunate. Connor's play, trying to get buckets, I would almost rather him settle for a mid-range than him try to even get a putback bucket to try and dunk it. Like he'll dribble the ball. What are you doing? It takes the ball 14 minutes to come back up to your 7'3" ass. Like, what are you doing? Just put it up. It drives me crazy, and I know Muss has kind of talked about that a little bit. It's just, I would like for him to be more, I don't know, aggressive. Boxing out tonight was a problem. I don't know if you guys saw that. It wasn't like a huge problem, but there's times where it's like, dude, are they practicing boxing out? But then again, I mean, they did a good job tonight, though, overall on the rebounds. You can't complain too much, right? 43 rebounds to South Carolina's 36. I guess we're just nitpicking at that point, right? So, again, my MVP of the game, J-Dub, 26 minutes. Again, he had to rest because of foul trouble. They put him on the bench. He still winds up damn near double-double, 9 rebounds, 19 points with steal and 2 assists. Just incredible night for him. 9 of 10 at the free throw line. That is insane. That's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Well, shit, every rebound we got was called. I know! They were calling the tie-ups. What was that all about? Who was it that got that clean rebound, and the player just runs up and wraps around him, and they called it a tie-up? And I'm like, come on. We saw them. I swear there were like 2 or 3 of those. It was just too quick. Chill. J. Will, 100%. Will get hot from 3 this year. I think he could. We've heard that. We've heard how well he shoots at practice. Someone mentioned it in chat earlier. Michael Kopetsky says Miami's got the money. I guess you're talking about Kendall Briles. Again, we'll have to talk about that tomorrow morning. I fully plan on talking about that tomorrow morning. The main things that scare me about this team is the turnovers and Note and Likes being on the same team. When they're on the floor at the same time, it's 50-50 whether or not you're going to get it. When they're on the floor together, it does frighten me. And it seems like when one guy's trying to drive, then the other guy tries to feed off that, and now he's trying to drive, and sometimes they're successful in drawing contact fouls, but then it'll lead to a couple of turnovers. It worries me. And I just think Likes, I would not put him in the double-digit category in terms of minutes. I don't mind him getting 6 or 7 minutes, or when you've got a team trying to play full-court press, because he is so good bringing the ball out against full-court press. He's got ball-handling skills. There's no doubt about that. He doesn't play, and I hate to use this cliche expression, but there's no team ball with him, and it completely disrupts the flow on the offensive end of the floor. And not only that, on defense, he can be a liability. People could just knock shots down right over the top of his head. I don't know why right now he's getting anything more than 5 or 6 minutes, especially when he starts pulling that stuff, right? So, did you notice Likes ran so fast his feet slid him out of bounds? I didn't see that. At least we figured out that when number 1 and number 11 are on the floor, the ball is not moving. That's exactly right, Michael. All right, I will see you guys in the morning, 11 o'clock. Be there or be square, or at least go back and watch it and make sure you smash the like button. Make sure you hit the like button. You guys have a good night. Woo Pig, good win. Again, you're 500. You're 3-3 in conference. And, yeah, we'll probably touch on this a little more tomorrow. Definitely getting into the rumors. We're going to talk about the recent recruiting and transfer portal and the Kendall Briles to Miami stuff. We're going to try and touch on all of that, okay? Shout out to Patreon supporters. You guys are awesome. I appreciate each and every one of you. I really do. Discord, shout out to you guys. If you want to be in our Discord, again, if you're here and you're like, he says this every time and I never join. I need to join, but I don't know where the link is. Well, let me help you out. Here's the link. If you wanna get in on some Discord action, there you go. We've added quite a few. We just surpassed 400 people in Discord. It's absolutely amazing. 400 plus in our Discord. It's growing. Coming up on we have another surprise tomorrow. Can't wait to talk about that. Well, it's for the show. It's an accomplishment for the show, okay? Don't expect any major recruiting news or anything. It's a big plus for the show. If you're in Discord, you already know what I'm talking about. All right, Woo Pig, I'll see you in the morning. Go Hawks. Wrong screen, damn it.